Good morning. Good morning. It is Tuesday, Thanksgiving Eve. It is dark and gloomy outside today. It is really dark, but at least it's some type of sunlight going on here. Cause baby, we would be in a whole heap of a mess if it was dark outside because I cannot see. But today I got something to say. Like, this really has been really just bothering me, and I need to just say this. Let me take my hat off because it's hot as hell in my car. So the other day I was at Hobby Lobby and I ran into my baby's daddy, brother, sister-in-law, and his niece. And they noticed me, and I was I was really trying to avoid them. But okay, just run through the red light. But we got the conversating, kept it civil, and they started asking about, have I heard or seen my baby daddy. I told them, I said, no, I haven't heard from him in a few weeks. Is something wrong? They was like, nah, he didn't come home last night. Well, at least we think he didn't come home last night. Because when we woke up, he wasn't there. So I was like, well, that's your brother. He lived with y'all, so he's grown. He gonna do his grown man thing. And I told him, I said, the last time I heard from him, it was November the 9th. We were supposed to go to Walmart, at least I think it was the 9th, whatever that Thursday was before that Friday. I don't know. But anyway, we were supposed to, he had came over, was, chilling. And then, my son, he have his days where he just don't feel like being bothered. And that was one of them days, he just didn't feel like being bothered. And he was like, oh, son, you disrespected me by not speaking to me. I'm like, yo, chill. This is a kid. He gonna have his days where he not gonna feel like talking or dealing with people just like me. It's days where I don't feel like talking to dealing with people. We had them days because shit, I was tired, and he was tired too. So anyway, he had got this phone call. Somebody was distraught or whatever was going on, because they was hooping and hollering in the phone. And I told him, I said, look, go on and handle your business, because it seemed like they was a little pissed off after you told them that you was hanging out with your son, with your child. And they seemed like they were a little pissed off, and they kept calling. So, he left. And mind you, when he got there, it was almost 7 o'clock. So really, my son was eating dinner and everything else, and then he just abruptly just left. I didn't ask, what the issue was, what the problem, who it was, whatever, because you grown. We single people. And so, they went on to, was joking about him, talking, yeah, because he don't do nothing at home. He, come and go, don't help out at home, blah, 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 this, that, the other, and the third. And I was just like, well, that's your brother, and that's your brother-in-law. So if you got an issue with whatever he's not, helping out with at home, then you need to talk to him about that. But that's the same shit that I had to deal with when we lived together. Being out late at night, didn't want to help at all with none of the bills. I was the breadwinner of the family. Even after having a baby, I was the breadwinner. Even after losing my job, I was still the breadwinner. And it's just like, now they're meeting their karma of everything that I had to deal with, the secrets, I don't know what he's telling them, the lies. But then you got he's bringing I don't know if he has a girlfriend or whatever, but I can tell you for a fact that, I've been getting phone calls from women talking about quit texting my man, quit calling my man, this, that, the other, and the third. Then you got these women that know what my house looked like. This was all going on during the quarantine. You know, I was getting these calls about women talking about that I'm texting him, leave him alone, blah, 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 this, that, the other. I was like, I don't have time for this drama. And second of all, should no woman know where I lay my head at, where I pay my bills at, what it should look like. So, you know, I told them flat out, I was like, you know, that's y'all family. I don't have nothing to do with that. If he's being lazy at home, not doing his part of the responsibilities at home, then you need to talk to him about that, because that's none of my business. And then they go on, well, not the sister-in-law, let me just state this for a fact. The brother was doing all the talking. Talking about, yeah, if he can't be out here being Captain Save-A-Ho on the bus pass, catching that 32. I don't know where the 32 bus goes, but because I'm driving a car, so I don't know where the 32 bus goes. And I'm like, look, that's y'all issue to deal with, because I don't deal with the BS. I'm staying out of the drama. I stay away from all of that. I stay away from the house where he lives at, where he lays his head, you know, with living with his brother and sister-in-law and niece. Okay, that's their house. I feel uncomfortable going over there because it's just been so much drama between all of us that I stay out of it. But I just need for this to be said, you know, always, you know, coming back telling me what's going on in their house. You know, he come back and gossip and talk about what's going on in their household, the fights that they be having, what be going on at her business, who then jump to, all this, that, the other, the third. I be like, I'm not with that. But the crazy thing is that, you know, he always be talking about, I do this for my son, I do that for my son. Bruh, stop playing yourself. You doing these videos talking about all different type of crazy shit, but to me it seemed like you talking about yourself, because, you know, talking about women issues and everything like that. Let me tell you something. You have to own up to your responsibilities of whatever happened with your situation, and you not taking full. You have to take responsibility on why a breakup happened. Take heed to that, because if you out here telling people that I just up and left with no explanation, nothing, blah blah blah, this, that, the other, and that, you know, that is not true. That is not true. I left because I got sick and tired of the lies, the more lies, and the more lies, the deceit, the disrespect. You know, it was a lot of drama going on between me and his sister-in-law, where, you know, we had altercations when they did become physical, and my child was involved. I was like, I'm not finna be living up under a roof where all type of disrespect is happening, and ain't, you know, everybody thinks that everything is my fault. It's not gonna go like that. I take responsibility for everything that I do. If I put hands on you, I put hands on you for a reason. I'm not just gonna up and just go punch you in your face for no reason. No, I have to have a reason to punch you in your face. I have to have a reason to cuss you out, you know, stuff like that. But at the end of the day, you know, I called him and I told him, I said, look, don't, you know, if you want to talk to your son, you call me. Don't go around having your mama call me, asking, you know, to talk to, you know, silly stuff like that. I'm like, you grown. You coattailing off of what your son had told you. Your son told you that I don't call, or I'm not answering his phone calls. Well, I do have a job that I do have to be at in the daytime. Your son goes to daycare in the daytime. On Saturdays, I do work Saturdays now also. So If I'm at work, I can't answer the phone because I work for a hospital on the weekends, which means that I cannot be have my phone up to my ear talking to you. I gotta watch my surroundings. I made it to work just in time. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the mess that I just do not deal with. I'm not with that. Cause it's just stupid and it's silly and it's sad. You grown. You are grown. You know, just man up. Be like, hey, you know, let's come to some type of understanding. And I've told him flat out, as long as you are living with your brother and your sister-in-law, I don't feel comfortable being over there. I don't feel comfortable having my son over there, because what type of person would want their child somewhere where they feel threatened? Or, you know, this is the same person who done had a restraining order put on me, and you think that I'm gonna be okay leaving my child there? Like, come on now, let's keep it real. Would you feel comfortable leaving your child somewhere where somebody put a restraining order on you and they lied on documents for this restraining order to put in? I wouldn't, and I don't. And that's what I told them. Either you move out or they move out of their house where you're there by yourself. Then we'll talk about you coming over there. But as for now, you can come to my house and visit your son. You can see him at your mama's house. But I'm not bringing him over there. I'm not. That's just out of the question. And I'm sticking to my guns on that. You know, if you have an issue with him not being able to come over there, well, then maybe you need to reevaluate your life. But I'm finna go into work. I have to put my mask on. Finna go into work and get this work day started, done, and over with. It is kind of chilly outside, so I'm gonna put this hat back on my head. So I will talk to you guys later. Bye.